guys, and welcome back to discussions of the entry tool and the changes that we've made. One of the things that stands out the most is you're going to see a difference in how we go from screen to screen. So let's say, for example, I'm going to enter this rodeo. It's just a standard rodeo. You will now see a banner at the top, so be sure to pay attention that we allow a custom message to be put in by the producer. Everything kind of goes along the same lines as it always has, but as you start going from screen to screen, you're going to see that it is going to be a screen, not what we call a modal, which is kind of like a pop-up screen. So the difference here is you're going to see a step change, and here when you see the arrows, that means I can actually increase or decrease how many entries that I want to enter. Now this is an enter one, so you didn't have multiple, but if I went into team header, I could say I want to enter twice. Now in roping, you're actually going to have options for partner names, and another change with the partner name is you can type in your partner's name, and if it doesn't exist, then you can create it for them, and then that will help us match a little bit later as that your partner gets in and starts to register. But we continue through the process the same way. Now if there's options for which performance you're going to be in, then it's the standard, click on it, set that as your preference one, go to the next step, and that's where if the producer has said we want to have the ability to nominate during entry, this screen will show. And this is step 3 and you simply enter what segment you want to add that nomination for. You add it to your cart and you move forward. And again, it's all screen based, so you'll see here that it's actually keeping track of how many entries. Team roping, I have 0 of 2 left. Everything else, 1 entry I can enter as a team healer twice, but everything else pretty much stays the same. So once that I have all the entries that I want to make, I'm going to click on view cart, and then I'm just going to review everything. Again, you're going to see that banner. You're going to see information about the actual event, who entered. You'll have your entry information about the discipline. If it's team roping, you'll actually see your partner's name, as well as a preference that you chose, as well as the nomination segment you selected. And then it wraps up everything with all your summary of fees. You click on the checkbox that you've read and accepted, you go to checkout, and it will step you through the process of entering your credit card information unless you've already saved it, and therefore it will actually show up. Now if I want to enter an event that has classes in it, I'm going to look at Oklahoma's Richest. Now one of the things that you'll also see is, as an open only person, if I don't have a youth under my name, then I'm not even going to see this as an option because it's a youth event. But I do have a youth under mine, and so now I can click into here, and this is the example of having classes. So it breaks it down by discipline, and it shows you what are the different classes that you can enter. And there's also an opportunity for side pot entry as well. And that all kind of remains the same. If I wanted to enter tie down, and I can select how many entries. If you can have multiple entries, click next. I say what is it that I want this nomination to go towards, and then I can click add to cart, and this keeps track as well for the number of entries that you have, as well as how many you have left. From here, you're just going to click on view cart, and that's going to bring up your checkout screen, and you can review everything. It has the name of the rodeo, who I entered, what I entered, and then the summary of all the fees. Once I clicked I've read and accepted this, then I will be taken to the pay entry fee, and here if you have saved a card in the past, it will come up with that card information. If not, you can enter it every time. Thanks for watching the video for our updates, and we are excited to see where things go in the future. Good luck at your next rodeo.